actually dead? How? I can't even. Just...
Is Remy gonna be okay?
Yes, she will. We just need to take her somewhere and wait till she awakens.
Her hands, they're...
Remy's hands are covered in some blood. Why though?
Well, looks like you'll be having no party now.
You!
Is this a joke to you? Someone is dead!
Yep, and you need to find out who's responsible.
You're bluffing. There's no way one of us did this.
Oh, they certainly did. One of you turned out to be a cold-blooded killer, so now you have to figure out who did it.
Hold on just a finger-licking second. We don't know who did it, so doesn't that mean the killer got away with it?
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid there's more that needs to be done in order to get away with murder.
What? You never mentioned...
We specifically said at the start we'd explain more later on.
Now would be a good time to go over the murder procedures. Hanamaru?
Let us explain how a murder works. Once someone is dead, a blackened is now among you. Once the body is discovered, you must investigate the crime to figure out who did it.
When the investigation ends, you will all gather for a battle of wits. The trial will be where you all try to guess who killed your friend.
What happens when we guess the killer?
Then the killer will be punished for being caught. And you all get to proceed with your normal lives here at Arcadia.
And if we're wrong?
Oh dear, you wouldn't want to get it wrong. Tell them why, Shioriko.
Why me?
Hanamaru glared at Shioriko.
Failure to vote for the right killer will result in everyone being punished. And the killer will get to leave.
So, that's how you want to play it. That figures. Wait just a minute! What do you mean by punishment?
A punishment for murder is simple. Out here, it's an eye for an eye.
Eye for an eye. Oh.
You mean punishment means death?
Yes, execution to be exact.
Gah! Execution? I'm gonna die!
Wait, why should we be the ones to die if we get the votes wrong? We didn't do the killing!
Simply because voting for the wrong person is just as unforgivable as murder. It's clearly how the killer gets away with it.
That's not fair!
That's how the game works. Now, start your investigation.
Son of
Where do you think you're going?
Is there a problem?
Duh. Are you gonna give us an autopsy report or something?
An autopsy?
That's the most important piece of evidence for the investigation. So where is it?
Beat it!
Did I hear that right?
What investigation doesn't include an autopsy?
An investigation where it needs to be fair. That way the killer isn't exposed so easily.
Bruh, that's such a stupid way of looking at it.
It takes out the fun in finding the fucking culprit, so beat it!
A little help wouldn't hurt though.
Everyone shut up and start investigating. We'll let you know when the investigation is over.
Good luck, everyone. Do your best.
From there, the headmasters officially walked away.
Remy's waking up. Don't let her see that damn crime scene. It'll be too much for her to handle from just waking up.
What's going on? I'll explain in a bit, Remy. Just look at me, okay? Huh? What do you mean?
Where are you gonna take her?
I'll take her to the living room and look after her there. Everyone else, do your thing.
Roger that.
Wash up her hands, too.
You can consider that done.
Reina carried Remy away from the crime scene. Everyone else was still buzzed about the murder.
So, we have to do this?
Do we even have a choice?
I'm scared! I don't want to do this! I don't!
Kaori, stay with me, okay? He'll be fine, I promise.
Come on, guys. Let's just investigate and do Kanae's killer justice. It's not really easy to push on from this.
Wouldn't Kanae have wanted us to move forward in times like this?
Yes, she would.
So, should we begin now?
We're gonna have to. Our lives depend on it. So let's avenge Kanai and uncover the truth.
You heard it, folks. Let's just do our best so we can live to see another day.
Very well then. Let's not hesitate and do what we have to. Izumi, are you feeling alright? I'm fine. Let's just take this seriously as we should. Alright then.
Alright, let's find the killer clue style.
The murder of the group leader was enough to petrify everyone, considering how much everyone relied on her. However, Kanai would encourage everyone to move forward in times like this. As such, it was time for the truth of Kanai's murder to be uncovered, once and for all.
Alright, where to start first?
Habaki decided to check Kanai's body to find anything that could help uncover the truth.
Kanai. Just why? Let's see what we have here. Well, there's a lot of blood everywhere, that's for sure. What's all this? Shards?
I think those are shards from an antique.
They certainly look like it. I see patterns on some of the bigger shards.
What do you think they could have been from? They're from a vase. A vase? How do you know that? That table over there used to have a blue vase with a pattern on it.
You remember that so easily, huh?
I take note of things here that could serve a purpose later on. It's really nice that you're cautious of such things. Don't mention it.
So, assuming the vase is shattered, it's gotta mean that it broke during the altercation between Kanai and the killer.
Do you have an idea on how this altercation could have gone down?
Not yet. We'll need to investigate more to find out.
Oh, look over there.
Yui pointed towards some of the vase shards, which looked to be covered in blood.
It appears some of the shards have blood on them. You think that might be important to note?
I think so, because it may prove useful for what role the blood plays.
I wish I could stick around, but I want to check on Remy. Do what you must. Thank you.
Oh shoot. Is that?
Habaki looked closer at Kanai's body, only to find a few things that caught his attention.
What's up, Vicky? You got a scoop?
Can you take this more seriously?
I was only trying to lighten up the mood, jeez.
Well, many of us are too distressed for fun right now.
Hey, you guys are no fun.
Ruka, come on. I have no time for this. I'm more concerned about this mark on Kanai's face, and the blood pouring from her neck.
Ugh, that's hella nasty. Just like in—
No!
Okay, I'll stop. Sheesh Louise.
Anyways, it looks to me that Kanai was hit on her head really hard. More so the top of her face.
So she died of blunt force trauma?
We can't make that solid conclusion yet, because it looks like she was stabbed multiple times in the neck.
Wow, this killer among us really tried to throw us off now, did they?
Whether or not it was their intention is debatable. Right now, the question of how everything went down is important.
I'm sure you've realized by now that Kane isn't wearing her glasses, right?
Yeah, you're right.
I believe they're right here.
Oh shoot, you're right. Look, here they are.
They're broken.
Did someone smash them or something?
I wouldn't be surprised if the killer broke them.
One has to wonder, why and how?
Might want to take note of that too, broski.
So, how much have you guys investigated?
I think this is everything here, unless there is something else.
Not so fast, cutie. You did miss something.
Miss something? Pretty unusual of a private investigator to make an oversight.
I just said, unless there's something else.
You guys can deal with this. I must talk to the others.
What did you find, Hayate?
This thing. It was near Kanae's body like all this other stuff is.
What is that? It looks like a small metal rod.
Looks like a nightstick to me.
Is that one of the weapons used to kill Kane?
Perhaps, but something isn't right about it.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know for sure yet. I'll have to keep a note of it for now until something tells me what its purpose was.
Well, I think that's all I'll do for now. Later, broskies!
I'm gonna go investigate some more and see what I can find. I'll see you guys around.
And then there were 2.
Plus 2 more.
Ah, Yua. How's Kaori?
She's managing. It's just a little difficult for her to process everything right now.
Hopefully she'll be okay soon. The trial is nearing.
Say, I think there's something we need to take note of.
What would that be?
Alibis. Hearing testimonies about what everyone was doing during the party setup is important.
Well, that's an easy one. We were all in the living room.
Right, and we were testing out the stereo.
It makes you wonder, did we not hear what was happening near the foyer because the music drained it out?
Yua had covered my ears, so even if the music sounded lower to me, I didn't hear anything either.
That's very odd. You'd think we'd hear commotion despite the music. Was the music that loud?
I think that may be the case. Let's take note of the stereo test just in case.
We may not have heard anything while the music was playing, but did anyone hear anything after the stereo test?
Did we? It's tough to say, to be honest.
Wait, what about those fast-paced footsteps we heard above us?
Oh yeah, those. They sounded like they were coming from the staircase.
The question is, were they going up or down?
It's tough to say right now, because they were so fast I couldn't really distinguish them.
Did we see anyone come from the stairs at all when we found the body?
I don't think we did. We only heard them on the stairs once, right?
Everyone was present minutes after the headmasters made the announcement about Kanae's death. So it's more than likely they were going downstairs.
The music must have drained out them going upstairs too.
Whoever it was, they must have had to leave their post at some point. I'd say look into everyone's whereabouts very carefully.
I'm gonna have to retrieve everyone's alibis then, so you guys can stay here.
Will do. Good luck with the rest of your investigation.
Habaki decided to make his way to the living room where Remy and Reina were. When he arrived, they were both on the couch, along with Kaede and Ayumu.
Habiki, how do you do? Is your investigation going alright?
So far, I've found many pieces of evidence. Just need some more for a sufficient case. How's Remy?
She's doing alright. She's recovering well from being knocked out.
Wait, knocked out?
Yeah, apparently she was knocked out.
Is she well enough to explain what happened?
I can tell you if you really need to know.
Alright then, what happened before the murder?
For starters, me, Reina, Ruka, and Kanae were all in the kitchen setting up food for the party. However, I received a note under my door telling me to go to the foyer at 9 a.m.
A note? 9 a.m.? At the foyer? What happened next?
At the time the note said, I left the kitchen to meet with the person.
The note had no sender name, did it?
It did not. As I was waiting for the person, I suddenly felt a throbbing pain as if someone hit me from behind.
And that's the last thing you remember before waking up?
Yep, I have no idea who it was.
I see. Reina, I assume you washed off the blood on Remy's hands?
Yes, her hands have no more traces of blood.
That begs the question. Do you have any idea how you got blood on your hands, Remy?
Absolutely not. It freaked me out when I saw them covered in blood while Reina was washing them.
That's very odd. One has to wonder who exactly knocked Remy out. And how does blood randomly just end up on someone's hands? Thank you, Remy. Your information helps.
Sure thing.
Now, Reina, since you were with Remy, what happened while Remy was away?
After Remy had left, sometime later I had left to use the restroom. After that, I returned to see just Ruka there.
Just Ruka? So Kanae left, is what you're saying?
Yes, I didn't think much of it at first, but then me and Ruka heard something break. As a result, we went to see what it was.
So that's how you found the body with Ruka?
Yes, once I saw Remy, I thought she was dead too.
Until I checked her pulses, she showed no signs of injury apart from the blood on her hands.
But that didn't result from any injury on her after all.
Right. Anyways, that's all the info I have.
I'm gonna go find Ruka in a bit to see what he witnessed while you two were gone.
Is everything all handy-dandy over here?
We were really worried about you, Remy. Thank goodness you're alright.
Thank you guys, I'm doing alright.
Since you two are here, actually, I want to ask you about your whereabouts for before the murder.
Sure thing, partner. Me, Kaede, I, and Ryota were all in the dining room.
I want to ask, since the kitchen and dining room connect, did you see anyone leave the kitchen?
Yeah, we all saw Remy, Reina, and Kanai walk through the dining room.
Were those names in chronological order?
Yes, they were.
Reina, Remy, can you back up Kaede's statement?
Yes, I walked through the dining room to go to the foyer.
I too can confirm their accounts. I walked to the restroom through the dining hall since the restrooms are right across from the dining room entrance.
The foyer is close to the kitchen entrance, yes. But I went through the dining room since I wanted people to witness me leaving, just in case. I mean, the note was sketchy after all.
Pretty clever thinking right there.
Right. And did you two see anyone walk back to the kitchen after?
Reina was the only one who came back through the dining hall to go back to the kitchen.
Yes, that is true.
Very well. Now, did you two notice anything off about Remy or Kanai?
Not that I know of.
You sure? Because Kanai looked like she was speeding through the dining room when she came by.
Speeding? Elaborate on that, please.
Unlike Remy and Reina who were walking normally, Kanai looked like she was speed walking. Not to mention, I could have sworn I saw her holding something in her hand.
She was holding an object. Do you remember what it looked like?
All I can recall is that it looked like a black stick of some sort, but I couldn't make out what it was clearly.
That's odd. What was Kanai up to? It's very unusual behavior from the sounds of it. Was there anything else one of you heard or saw that you want to share?
I don't know if it's connected, but I heard a distant sound somewhere.
Can you describe that sound?
I think it was a shattering sound?
A shattering sound? That's all you heard?
Yes, that's all I heard. Aside from the distant music you guys were playing in the living room.
Okay then. Thank you guys. I think that's everything I need from you.
What was happening with Kanae? It sounded almost as if something was wrong with her.
Perhaps we should wait till we talk about it at the trial.
Yeah. For now, I need to find Ruka. His testimony should be of vital importance in this case.
As Habiki left the room, he went to try and find Ruka. That was until...
Well, who do you think did it?
I don't really know. I want to wait until the trial to find out.
I have my suspicions, but I guess I can fully express them at the trial.
Where were you, by the way, Naohiko?
Library. Aoi, Yui, and Izumi can back me up on that.
Seems airtight for now.
The frick do you mean, for now?
Anything is possible in this killing game. The unlikely can be likely.
Well, not in my case, I didn't kill that smurfling.
Hey now, let's just save our accusations for the trial. Okay?
Whatever.
Guess that's one less thing to worry about. Seems like the people in the library are clear for now. Now then, where's Ruka?
Slay!
Ah, Ruka! I was looking for you.
Me? What for? A 1v1?
No, I need information from you.
Oh right, you want my testimony, don't you?
Precisely. What exactly happened when you were in the kitchen?
Well, for starters, Remy left at one point, then Reina, and lastly Kanai.
So you were the last person in the kitchen before Reina came back?
I assume Reina told you that?
Yes, and you guys went to search for Remy and Kanai after hearing a shattering noise?
Yeah, bro, we were frightened when we heard it, so we went to check and, well, you know, we found Kanai dead and Remy unconscious.
I see. Very well then. That's all I needed from you.
Poggers! Glad I could assist!
Attention, dearie Please, the investigation period is now over. The trial will commence momentarily. Please report to the library on the double.
The announcement has been made. The investigation wrapped up as a result.
Well, we should get going.
Yep, let's go.
Everyone eventually arrived at the library, as instructed by Hanamaru, awaiting the start of the trial.
So, this is really it, huh?
I'm scared. Really scared.
It's all gonna be okay, Remy. We're gonna find this heinous murderer and put them in their place.
One has to wonder why they killed Kane of all people.
Did someone here really hold a grudge against Kanai? She was only trying to unite us.
It doesn't matter who you are. In here, you can be killed for reasons that not even we can see coming.
I do find it rather odd it would happen on the day of the party of all days.
Which we never got a chance to have. Sorry, Hayate.
It's fine. Us finding the killer is way more than enough to make up for the canceled party.
Even if we find the killer, will it even be worth it?
What do you mean?
What if it turns out to be someone that we don't want it to be?
I hope it doesn't come to that. That would be horrible.
Our lives are way more important than that. We'll have to suck it up.
As harsh as that may sound, he's right. The truth will hurt, but if it saves our lives, we have no choice.
Yeah, man, I can't die without hitting my 100k milestone. We'll just have to treat this like a game where we just have one life.
Well, it is a game, so perfect fucking analogy, pal!
It's you guys.
Yeah, it's us. Who did you expect?
Not you guys.
Well, that's too bad, because we're gonna head down to the trial room now for the trial.
Down? What are you talking about?
Yeah. There's nowhere here that leads to a room of any sorts.
Oh, you'd be surprised. The director didn't look hard enough, so it's time that we show you what we have.
Come again?
Shuriko, do the honors.
As you wish.
Shioriko went along to pull a book from the shelf. After she did, the bookcase opened, revealing a staircase leading underground.
The bookcase! It opened a passage!
So there really is a secret passage in the library.
Looks pretty interesting, I will not lie.
It feels like we're in a fantasy movie!
If only it led to a better place.
Now then, please lead the way, Shioriko.
Yes, ma'am.
Shioriko began walking down. Then, one by one, everyone started to follow, descending down the stairs, one by one.
Are you prepared, cutie?
I think I am.
Don't sweat it. We'll all work together as hard as we can to avenge Kanae, alright?
Right. Thank you.
Habiki started walking down the stairs to the trial room. As he descended, it made him feel more anxious as he went. The possibility that everyone would die if the killer was chosen incorrectly. The thought of who committed this crime in the first place. It was a lot to take in. Despite all that, however, Habiki's determination to find the truth remained, as he wanted to avenge Kanae like everyone else. Kanae would encourage everyone to move forward, so that's what they're gonna do. Eventually, everyone arrived at the trial room.
Welcome to the trial room, dearie.
This is a trial room?
I was expecting something more real, like an Ace Attorney's Court.
Podiums making up a circle is interesting.
Let's just say, this kind of trial is different from the rest.
Oh, and make sure you're prepared to be here for a while depending on how long it takes for you to find the killer. Because nobody can leave the trial room after this.
What if someone needs to use the restroom?
Nope.
Fine, I'll use my pants.
On second thought...
That's enough potty talk from you. Everyone, please make your way to your assigned podiums.
From there, everyone walked to their assigned podium.
The trial preparations are set.
Remember that your lives are on the line, so discuss carefully.
With that being said, shall we begin?
Yes, we shall. Now then, let the first trial at Arcadia commence.
This is it. No turning back now. Kanae, we're gonna carry on your legacy. and lead each other to the truth.
It was time. Time for justice to be served. The killings have started in Arcadia, and it was time to start the debate on who started it. Kanae Chinatsu, the ultimate journalist. She did her very best to play a role model for everyone by acting as a leader. Her life, however, was taken way too soon. Taken by someone among the group. Taken by someone with hidden desperation for freedom. Taken by someone with no sympathy for the death of their friend. Taken by someone who would do anything like killing to escape. It was up to everyone to find the truth of what happened. Find the truth of someone's true motives. Find the truth of someone's actions. Find the truth of why it was Kanae of all people to bite the dust. All of it would be discovered in this battle of wits. Battle of survival. Battle of desperation. Battle of emotions. Battle of all battles. All taking place in the most life-endangering event at the estate of Arcadia. The trial.
Shall not